Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Scorpio for the month of February. Um, it is a general reading. It won't resonate with each and every one of you. I put out several readings each month. Um, I put out weekly. Sometimes I put out twice a week. I'm trying to reach as many of you as I can. So if this does not resonate with you, check your moon, your rising. If your messages, if you don't find them there, then simply check back again when I put out a new video, okay, for your sign. Okay, so what this is about here, I feel there was a conflict. I feel that there was something said very uh, quickly, impulsively, that caused the damage here in this relationship. I feel that somebody may have had pent up anger or frustration and it just like exploded. And so there were hurt feelings, and it's like you go in your separate ways, and this is where you sit now. And so whoever caused this is really, they're unhappy with their reality, clearly here, and they are grieving. And I feel that they, because you have sadness, you have the Ice Queen, and you have responsibility for creation. So you understand if this is you, because these energies can be vice versa. Please remember that. You understand that you were responsible for what happened. You're responsible for the situation that you're in. And if not wholly, then at least in part, because you know uh, you blew up. And we see it here, and the other person could feel stabbed. You see something that you were holding on to that could have been anger, frustration. It came out, it was released. And someone felt hurt, stabbed in the back in this connection here, and this is why it's not moving forward or stopped. And you may feel that you can't regain control of this. It could be that you, with the cannon being there, it can be a card of a loose cannon. It can be, I feel like it's pent up frustration that just kind of came out. And so somebody shut you out or you shut them out. I feel that this was like a quick cut. And I feel that it was on the part of whoever did this. And now they're drowning here. You can clearly see that they are drowning in the emotion of this. Seven of Cups. So I feel that you want to fix things, but you don't know how after what was said or what was done. You're analyzing the situation. There's some very deep emotions you're feeling here. I feel like you have options, but you're not happy with any of them. You need to clear things up, and you're trying to find a way to do this, to reestablish the bond or the warmth that you, or the connection that you had with that person. So you could be with the shield, either you are being very guarded or the other person is being guarded. I feel that you're going over the details. We see that there was a false start here. The Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. Um, I feel that you are being careful, uh, or feel like you have to be careful. Going over the details, time is passing, and you're trying um, to gather the courage um, and the strength to fix things, but you're afraid. You're afraid of how the other person will react after what was said. So you would be afraid of rejection, I suppose, anger, backlash. You would be afraid you wouldn't get your wish to restore it, or that perhaps maybe they wouldn't forgive you for what was said. You want to um, you want to go back to this person. It's your secret desire. It's what's inside of you. It's what you dream about. And you, in the hangman mode here, um, you are turning everything over in your mind, trying to look at the situation, the problem from all different angles to find a solution. And this card can also indicate that right now this the situation, uh, it's suspended because you have not yet found your solution to this. Or you're holding back out of fear. Maybe you would have to sacrifice your pride if this was you who caused it. You would have to sacrifice your pride um, to in order to do this. Again, you or them, but you don't know what to do. Clearly, you're at this crossroads here. You see, and you look exhausted. What do I do? How do I fix this? How do I take back what I said? Well, you can't take back what you said, but maybe you can explain why you said what you said. You want to escape this situation. Um, you want to heal this book. You want to reopen the book. You closed it with whatever was said. The book closed. And this is what you're trying to heal. This is the situation you are trying to escape from. But, there's no news here. This page is in the reverse. And the situation is very fragile. The cannon, again, like I said, it's like somebody who was a loose cannon, or somebody who overreacted, and this caused this huge dispute. They didn't think things through, and they're now suffering the consequences of their actions for having not, uh, you know, uh, thought thought this through, for having just blew. Just, I feel this is somebody who was very frustrated. And so it's like there's been no news. This was very emotional. This was a breakup or an ending that happened suddenly, quickly. Somebody just up and left. They blew their lid and then boom, gone. And you want to put the effort, but you're afraid. This can also be, again, poring over the details of something that you want to put effort into. And you've got all of these fears about it, but you dream about it. You dream about the lovers, about the embrace, about the connection. You may wake up thinking about this person and you cannot get back to sleep. Here we see that there was indeed, this is the central issue, it sits central in this reading, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So, something I feel was said or done, an action impulsively, um, and it left or caused a lot of damage. There were consequences. It's a very fragile situation. The House of Cards, like it's like one little card starts to tremble and falls, and the whole house falls in. So that's kind of like the energy. It's like everything just fell in. It just fell through. With this connection, everything just boom, with this impulsive action. So whatever you were building, boom, it fell through, or trying to build. So here we have the Chariot, and I feel for you, um, it's like this chauffeur is asking you, where do you want to go now? What do you want to do? Do you want to just sit in the back seat, or do you want to get in the front seat and take control of this? You have the choice. It's up to you now. You can take the gamble. It's a gamble. You feel that this is a gamble with the cards being here. Yep, you could lose, but what if you win? So you're emotionally stuck on this situation of the past, of this walking away. You clearly want this person, but maybe you are unwilling to sacrifice your pride to move forward to apologize. Again, you or them. I'm not trying to paint a picture here of somebody who's very doesn't want to because they're very prideful. I'm just reading the message, so this could be you, but I mean it could be the other person. And but here you sit, you see, and you want this cup from the past, and you're unhappy with any of the other options that are presented to you, that have been presented in front of you. And you're looking over here at this page of coins, and you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you know what you have to do to move forward with this plan. And you've been sitting on this, I feel, for a while, because this is coins and they move, it's very slow moving energy. But you're afraid to take the risk with the skull being here. Um, you see, Knight of Cups, you have it twice with the Wheel of Fortune and this Page of Swords. You're afraid, so you're watching from behind the scenes. You want to move forward with an offer or an apology to make this change, but you're afraid. And you know that this is what you must do to get this change. But you're torn here. Maybe you're lacking faith. You're weighing things up. This man is looking at this scale here. You're in that Two of Swords energy. It's very emotional for you. With this Three of Wands, you are seeking clarity um, that will allow you to move forward with the plan. Okay? There's an air of impatience that hangs over this, but it will take courage. This person is moving through a haunted house and she's creeping down the stairs with her candles in search of information. And it requires courage to do this. So it's going to require a lot of courage on your part to take this decision, to do this. The moon is here indicating that you don't see the way clearly. You're not seeing clearly. You're very much afraid. You're afraid of rejection here with the boot and the telephone on the star. Here you are just praying and wishing. But you're afraid that the news will not be what you want because you got the devil at your back and you're so tempted. Yeah, you have the devil and the moon on your back here. And in front of you you have the boot and the telephone. So this is what you are afraid of. You're afraid of the response. Afraid to take the risk. You're afraid. You're afraid the person won't hear you out with this drum. You're afraid that they won't listen to what you have to say. But the drum, it's also a card of taking the initiative, taking the lead, being the leader of your own destiny, not taking the back seat here. Climbing in the front seat of the chariot and taking control to bring balance back to this situation, to transform things with the butterfly. You have the black cat. This is an indication that you're about to get a lucky break. So, will you take it? It's a gamble that could pay off. But you'll never know if you always stay in the back seat. I thank you for watching, for liking and sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has donated to my channel. I wish you all the best. Many blessings.